Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a story regarding my ex-boyfriend who cheated on me with my friend. But I want to make this like a happy story because at the end of the day, if something happens, it's because it's meant to be. And you might think at the moment that you're gonna die if so, because your boyfriend did this to you and you thought he was the love of your life, but at the end you survive and you just keep on going with your life and everything's just perfect. So I want to start my story on how I met this guy, and we're gonna call him John, whatever. I always use John, I don't know why. And I have here some coffee so we can have a little chit chat with the words be happy. Yep, the giant cup like me, as you can see. So I met this guy John. um a little, I feel kind of shy, but I met him online. um all of my life, the biggest city, and I think I said this in another video, my main and favorite city in the world is New York City. I've always wanted to live there. So when I was in Mexico, I put myself into a goal that I was gonna go and live in New York City. I don't care how, I don't know how I was gonna do it, but I was. So I started to investigate and I found a program, which if you guys want I can talk about it. It's au pair. I was an au pair in New York. So I found this program that basically you just go study and the family lets you live in their house, and you take care of their kids, or do small chores for them and things like that. It's a nice program. I found this program, so I said, okay, if I'm gonna go to New York, I need to start meeting up with people. I want to make friends. So I went to a chat group and I started talking to people that are from New York. Let me just have a little sip. I just love coffee. So I went and had this conversation with this guy. His name, let's call him, as I said, John. And he was starting to talk to me and like, hey, how are you, and this like that. He started to be like like this, and I was like, back off at the beginning, because I was just, at the time I was in high school. So I said, when I finish high school, I'm gonna go to New York, and that's why I started to talk to these people, no? So I started talking with him, and we became really nice friends. We started talking, we were chatting a lot all the time. At that time, I really don't remember how old I was. I think I was like 19 or 20, something like that. And he was like 25 or 24. So we were talking a lot, we were having good time, and he would always be texting me and I was always texting him, until one day I felt that I had feelings with this for him. And I told him, and he said that he also had feelings for me. So we started like this cyber online boyfriend and girlfriend stuff, and we were just like talk and a lot of things. So by the time I finished high school, I told my mom that I wanted to go to New York City, that I found the program. She doesn't have to worry about a thing. I'm gonna pay everything because I used to work and study at the same time. And she told me, whoa, 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 you are crazy. You have to finish school first, meaning university. So I said, okay. So I was still talking to this guy. My university lasted for 4 years. All this time, we were still talking on and off, because he would like disappear for it only happened like one time. He disappeared like for 5 months, and then he came back, and I was like, what is wrong with this guy? But like, you were not in a like in a relationship that you're with him physically, so you just like, okay, whatever. So the time came when I was ready to go to New York City. Okay, so by this time we were on dating for 4 years, and he was my first real boyfriend. I was a virgin at that time. I've always been like a little nerd. If I would go out and dance, I would actually just go out and dance with my friends. So I went through the program. Everything went fine. I went over there to the Embassy of USA. They approved me, and we were so excited that finally we were gonna meet each other. So we were 4 years together, and plus whatever time we were gonna spend during the program. The idea of this was that once I finished the program, we were going to get married. Okay, that's the discussion we had. So I went to New York. I was so excited, you guys. Wow, it's a dream come true, really. So I felt like how do you call it, Sex and the City girl, like that program where you just fashion and you're in the city and you feel glamorous and all those type of things. So I met him in one of my weekends off on this family that I was working for, and wow, it was amazing. We just saw each other and we already knew each other a lot, so we just hugged and kissed, and it was like magical, you know. So he took me to his house, he showed me around, and he also present me to her mom after she came from work. Wow, that woman became like my second mother in New York. She was so amazing, so nice. I love that woman and I really admire her. So we started dating, and we were like a normal couple. We would every weekend see each other. We were like crazy for each other. And we would always try, every time I would have a free time or he would have a free time from his work, we would try to be together. And I really felt like part of the family. Her mother loved me, her sister loved me. We were just a great happy family. So when I went to the time passed, and 1 year, first in this program you do 1 year, and then you decide if you want to renovate another year or 6 months, or you finish with the program and you just want to go back to your home country. So 1 year was finishing already, so we decided, and I don't know why I decided, you know what, because I knew that after the year would finish, we were going to get married. So I said, oh, you know what, why don't we just hold on to marriage, because I was still young and I wasn't sure if I loved him, and I knew I wanted to get married to him, but I wasn't sure that I wanted to get married at that time, at that age. So I told him, I'm gonna wait another 6 months. I'm gonna postpone the program for another 6 months, and then we can get married, you know? And he said, okay, cool, no problem. He was really nice. So obviously we had our problems like any regular couple, right? And normal things we would fight, but generally we never fight. We were just okay. So one day in 2010, I think I don't know if New Yorkers remember this, but in New York it happened like a big hurricane, or no, not hurricane, like a big storm and a lot of rain and things like that. And I remember that day I was going to be alone in the house, and the family was traveling, and they told me to please stay in the house, because usually that house has like it becomes a pool or something like that. So I said, okay, no problem. So I said, why don't we do like movie time together? So I told my girlfriends, and I said, well, let me just tell my boyfriend also, and let's just all of us hang out and have this cool time together, watching movies while the big storm is outside. So we did that, and we did that, and then I remember one of my friends told me, yeah, can I bring one friend? She's having a really bad time. She I think the police officers grabbed her sister and took her back to Mexico. She feels like really depressed. Can she come with us? And I was like, yeah, cool, sure, bring her in. She's also from Mexico, and we can all hang out, no? So she came, and everything was cool. I was with my boyfriend. They were there. We went to the supermarket. We bought some things for everyone, so we can have snacks on the movies and all those things. So we watched the movie, and it was around 12 to 1 a.m. that this girl. So we were all like ready to go to sleep, and it was raining outside, and suddenly I was in the bed, and all my friends were in the bed, and not in my bed, but like in the couch and all those things. And my boyfriend was outside playing under the rain with this new girl that I just met her that day. And they were just playing around under the rain, acting ha 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 ha, giggly giggly giggly. And I was so angry of this, but I was more angry with him because she doesn't even know me, and she's not even my friend. But I felt like he needed to give me respect. Also her, because she was under my house, well, my house at the moment. But I was really angry with him, so I put him apart, and I said him, you better stop this. Like, this shit you guys are doing, it doesn't make sense. So he said, okay, yeah, it's okay, I'm sorry, we were just having fun. And I'm like, what? Like, if you do this me in front of you, like, what do you do when I'm not looking at you, right? So long story short, he eventually stopped, and the girl also, the next day, the girl was so nice to me. Like, I even felt her like shame for what she did, right? And he also was really nice. I think he told her something, or I don't know. So the girl was so nice that I said, okay, I know maybe I was so stupid, but I said, okay, you know what, whatever, I'm gonna give her a second chance. She is going through a rough time. Maybe he saw that and wanted to help her or something, but okay, that's not how it goes. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be done. So suddenly my boyfriend started like changing, right? Like, he started like being like, I would tell him, hey, in 2 months, the extra 6 months of my program is finishing. So in 2 months, it's going to finish. So should I start moving my things to your apartment, or what's up? And he was like, oh, yeah, give me some time, let me fix some this and that. When before he would beg me so I can like start moving my things. So the day came, right? The day came that I had to move all my things to his house, and I had to do this because I really didn't make any plan B. Like, I was like, okay, there's no plan B. My plan A, B, and C is to go to his house after my program. And once you finish the program, they give you 1 month where you can go and travel around USA, whatever you want to do. You don't have to be with the family. It's like 1 month vacation, and then they pay you back the flight to go back to USA, to your home country. Sorry. So I said, okay, in this month we're gonna get married, and then my legal status is gonna be okay, right? So I went to his house, and he wasn't there. It was a weekend, and at that time he was living with his mom and his sister. His sister was like my age, and the mom, right? And he wasn't there. The mom went to her room, went to sleep, and I crossed the weekend. So I came on a Friday, and he was. And I remember I call him and say, "Where are you? Like, I'm here. Like, this is the day that we decide our future." He answered me once, and then said, "Give me a second, I'm kind of busy," and he hung up on me, and I was in his house. And the problem is that because all the friends that you make are usually also in that program, you can't just say, you know what, whatever with this, let me just go with my friend's house and that's it. No, you can't do that, because they also live with other families. So then you end up like, I can't go anywhere, I have to stay here. So I stayed there, wait for him the whole weekend. This is a man that he never liked to go out on the weekends. All the weekends he would like to spend it with me. But this time he decided to go out and not be with me that weekend. The truth is, I was devastated. I was crying like, what the hell's going on? So that day he came, I was in the room, laying in the bed, and he just looked at me and he didn't say anything. And I told him, where were you? Like, what is going on? And he said, oh, it's just that we had this, I never go out, but we had this thing and of my coworkers, and I decided to stay, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, don't ever do that again, because it really hurt me. It really hurt my feelings, right? So he said, yeah, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. So we were like, okay for that week. But then I remember that let's say I have 4 weeks, right? 1 week passed, right? So that week passed. And then that weekend, the next weekend, he was like, during the week he was a little distant with me, but still he was okay. But that day he started being so nice to me, so nice to me. And I was like, okay, finally he's back. Great. And remember, I was naive. He was my first boyfriend. I had never experienced any hurt from any relationship because I've never had one before. So what happened is that I was like, okay, he came back. He's again him. But I was on the computer, and then I saw his phone like this is the phone, right? It was like this. And I was like, I turned the phone to see the time because I wanted to know what time was it. And I pressed it, and the phone was off. And I was like, the phone is off? I turned on the phone, and bling, a text message came and said, oh baby, I missed you so much. I hope you were here in my arms. Oh my God, I went crazy. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was so surprised. This is a man that said that we were going to get married this month. So I just saw the message, and you know that in USA, the first 3 numbers are like the area code where you live or something. So I remember I saw that area code somewhere. I said, this area code, I think I know it from somewhere. So I just went to my phone and saw my contacts, and yeah, it was that same girl who we that he met that day. Another thing I didn't told you guys, that during this 1 month that I was still with my family, living with them, I was still friends with this girl. So we were hanging out. We would go on the weekends. She became my friend. Really, we would go out and eat and have good time. So she really became my friend. So when I saw her phone in my phone and it was her, I was like, what? Oh, okay. So then what happened is that I went to to him. He was cooking, and my sister-in-law was in the living room with her boyfriend. I told him, can you please come to the room? So he came to the room and said, yeah, honey, what's up? I'm preparing this delicious dish, blah, 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 blah. So I said, I saw this on your phone, this. And he, at the beginning, he was like, oh, no. No, I don't know what to say, blah, blah, blah. But then, boom, he changed. Suddenly, he just started saying, you know what? That happens to you, yes, you, to be searching on things that you should not be searching on. I was like, what? I was going crazy, you guys, and I couldn't go anywhere. I didn't know where to go. Oh, that was a bad day. So I called one of my friends, and she told me, yeah, what? He did this? How is it possible that he did this? I can't believe it, because he told me that this weekend we have to start buying things, because on the weekend in my house he's gonna give you the ring. I said, what? No, that is, well, he's not giving me anything anymore because he did this to me. So I was like, whoa, wow, well, no, he's not giving me the ring for sure then. Look at what he did. This is fucked up already. This is done. So, I stayed during the whole day with one of my friends. I was crying. He was my first love. He was my everything. He was the man I was going to get married. Hi. Wow, I really love that guy, but it happened. I had to come back to Mexico. I stayed in his house because 1 week passed again, so it remained in 2 weeks. I said, hell, I'm not gonna spend any money. I'm going in 2 weeks. I don't know, I don't have a place to go to, so, and I really didn't save enough money, so I'll just stay here these 2 weeks in his house while I'll go back to my home country, right, with the flight that the company gives you. Man, I just stayed there for 4 days, but he was so mean to me. He was really rude. He completely changed into this loving person who loves you and everything, into this person that hates you. Wow, he suddenly started to become this person that he would just be, I don't, what, I'll bring her to my house and you have to shut your mouth because she's gonna stay here with me and things like that. But he never did it. But he would talk to me this way, really making me feel bad, until in the 4th day I said, no, I can't accept this. I have to pay my flight. I don't care about the flight I have to pay it back. So I paid my flight, and I came back to my home country. It was really hard because I really didn't like, my room was already taken by my mom, and they already thought I was gonna stay over there. I was gonna have this other life. I was gonna be a married woman, but it didn't happen that way. Till day, like 7-8 years later, he's still with that girl, so I guess they were meant to be. And the whole point of this, I want to say, is that you'll get over it. Really, you'll get over it. It's not a big deal. Now I have my daughter, I have my husband, and I'm okay, so it wasn't meant to be. And I understand that. I didn't understand that in the moment, but if you're passing through something like this, just remember that it's not a big deal. You'll get over it. Really, I promise you. I promise you. Thank you guys for watching me to the end of this video, and I hope that some of my experience help you in something. Comment down below if you want me to talk about something specific, and thumbs up if you like it. And I'm here for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good time. Bye.